Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 85 of our trek. Yesterday, we finished our observation of 10 waypoints or clearings on our trail, which contain practical wisdom on when it is best not to speak, or at least keep your speaking to a minimum. Saying 10 wise words is so much more effective than saying 100 words without substance. For the next few days, we will explore 7 principles in order to put more life in your years. We are recording our podcast from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. I'm creating the journal for today's podcast on our trip back home to the Big House. This morning, we worshiped at Centerpoint Baptist Church in Lancaster, Ohio, where one of our nephews, Eli Chamberlain, was ordained into the ministry today. Afterwards, we had a meal and fellowship with Eli and his wife Alyssa, her parents, my brother Martin, and his wife Wanda, which are Eli's parents, and 5 of their 7 children and their families. It was a great blessing to be with family again and to celebrate life. After that time of celebration, Paula and I kicked off our anniversary week of activities. Since Hocking Hill State Park is nearby, we went on a nice trek this afternoon and hiked from Old Man's Cave to Cedar Falls and back. The total hike is about 6 miles, with some parts of it being very challenging. I have to say, it is the most beautiful state park in Ohio, with thick woods, steep rolling hills, 2 small waterfalls, and a stream flowing through the gorge. The day was beautiful and we had a great time, enjoying God's creation, talking, and spending time together outdoors. As I mature and grow wiser, I am realizing how important these times together outside of our daily routines are. My encouragement to younger couples is to don't be so wrapped up in living your life that you put off or miss these special moments. You don't have to spend much, if any, money to create great adventures. And it's not about spending money to go to an event, it's about spending time together, loving life. As we head out on our wisdom trek for today, the previous statements tie into the 7 trails that we will explore over the next few days. We will explore how to live each day to the fullest because in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. Jesus desires for us to live a life with abundance, a life lived fully. This is not a reference to material abundance, but internal abundance through Him. He does not want us to be robbed from the joy that is found in Him. In John 10:10, Jesus proclaimed, "The thief's purpose is to steal, kill, and destroy. My purpose is to give a rich and satisfying life." So today we will explore the first 2 trails. Trail number 1, your attitude is a choice, you are in control, create a positive attitude. You might say, yes, I hear you, Guthrie, but how can I choose a positive attitude each moment of each day? Well, as with anything worthwhile, it will not be easy. It takes consistent persistence to create this habit. But here are 3 tips that may help. Number 1, wake up and pause. Each day when you open your eyes, you do have a choice. Choosing the path of a positive mindset empowers you to move through that day with a sense of joy, even on the bleakest day. Love yourself and be thankful. Find one thing that is positive about waking up. It could be the mere fact that you did wake up. Each day, choose to be positive about the day ahead. You are exchanging a day of life for what you fill this 24 hours with, so make it positive. Read something to start your day that inspires you, a daily devotional, for instance. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Fill the beginning of your day with conscious choices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit in a positive way. Second tip would be to smile. Pick something that makes you smile. It could be a sound of the birds singing or a babbling brook. It could be a smell that impacts your mind, whether they are real, right in front of you, or in your memory. Close your eyes and think about a happy time full of smells, maybe a kitchen full of sweet aromas, fresh coffee, or sizzling bacon. Or possibly a cool fall day, or the smell of wildflowers. A smile might even happen through touch, such as a soft blanket or furry friend from the animal kingdom. No matter what makes you smile, an image, a situation, a place, or person, smile when you think of it, and just keep smiling. And the third tip is to practice conscious breathing and gratitude reminders. Create a list of everything in your life that you are thankful for. It doesn't have to be a long list, but change it and add to it when you think of new items. This should be done ahead of time and kept near your bed, so it is the first thing that you look at every morning. After you wake up and pause, think about something to smile about, then take 3 deep breaths, inhale as deep as you can, hold it for a moment, and exhale. Make your attitude choices for that day. Choose to be positive, and as I mentioned in the last point, force a smile on your face, even if you don't feel like it. Then I would recommend that you read or pray through the gratitude list each morning before doing any other activities. Commit yourself to carry a positive mindset with you all day long. Anytime during the day when you feel that positive mindset is waning, repeat this step. Trail number 2, embrace the moment, for you may never pass this way again. And I have some tips here. First, live today fully and be in the present. Being present in the moment is something I continually work on a daily basis. With so many competing priorities, the moments that matter can get lost in the noise. Learn how to slow down and embrace the now. As I mentioned in the beginning of this podcast, allow yourself time to honor the moments you are spending with your family and friends. Practice being in the present by taking a walk or a hike, and be consciously aware of what you see, hear, smell, touch, or taste. Now, if walking outside is not an option, use your imagination and walk the path to the top of the mountain in your mind. Second, make a memory. Proactively engaged in making a memory. Time may not be on your side, so surprise someone with a call or send them a letter telling them how important they have been in your life, about how proud you are of them. Be sure to take a picture in the midst of all this chaos, to capture these moments that document the love and the life that surrounds you. Be sure to tell stories to those who will carry on the family traditions. Storytelling is a strong tie between generations and will live in the memories of our loved ones forever. And third, do something that you have put on hold. We all have those things that we'll do someday. Well, make someday today. It doesn't have to cost you a fortune or be extravagant. It can be simple but rewarding. Read that book that you've wanted to read, or sign up for a class and learn a new skill or hobby. Make the choice to travel, if only outside to a local park. Taking the first step is the hardest thing to do. Be courageous to know that you can choose to do something for yourself, and do it now before the time is gone. Paul reminds us of this in his letter to the church at Ephesus, chapter 5, verse 16, when he says, making the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Ponder these first 2 trails and join us at our camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. Tomorrow we will continue to explore, starting with Trail 3, to live each day to the fullest, because in the end, it's not the years of your life that count, it's the life in your years. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of the previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, or at wisdom-trek.com. If you enjoy our daily doses of wisdom, these little nuggets we consume each day, I encourage you to take the time to invest in yourself in these 3 ways. Invest with your time in improving Wisdom Trek by leaving your name, email address, and a comment on our website so that we can provide you with the wisdom and insights that best fit your needs. Number 2, invest in yourself by listening to your 7 minutes of wisdom through the Wisdom Trek podcast each day. And the best way to do this is to subscribe at iTunes or Stitcher and have it downloaded to you automatically. And third, invest in the lives of others by sharing with your family and friends, in person or online, to journey with us on our Wisdom Trek. And if you haven't done so already, please leave us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher so that we'll gain more exposure for others to join us on our Wisdom Trek. The journal for this podcast can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have pictures, tweetable quotes, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide, mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.